さあ、というわけで、はい、どうも始まりました。ゲーム大好き小さなロボット、OrBotです。お願いします。はい、というわけで、本日は2回目、本日って言ったらあれだけど、まあ2回目の配信でございます。はい。あともう2分くらいしかないですけど。ゼンゼロの Xbox スポットライトの同時視聴をします。はい。こんな時間ですが。もうマジでよいしょ、マジでさあやめてくれよ、こういうことしんどいんだって俺だってよいしょ、もう本当にあ、来た。来てしまった。早い配信始まって1分からしか経ってないのに早すぎ。今あれやってるのに、配信のあれツイートしてるのにさあ、はい、できた。危ねえ、間に合った。でけえか、音でけえな、音裏のゼンゼロの音消すか。早い、来てしまった。早速ほよばーす。ちょっと下げた。おお、久々に見たな。やばい。なんでドイツ語。はい、Xbox One リリース。危ねえ。
Not only can players immerse themselves in the everyday city life of post-disaster new era,
はいはいはい。
they can also enjoy feeling battle within the dangerous hollows. Since Zenless Zone Zero inception, we have been working to promote the appeal of action games to a wider audience. Early in development, we noticed that many action trail, which is their high and and this could be a barrier keeping potential player from trying action games. Therefore, our team thinks we should provide a simpler way for more players to experience fast-paced, exciting battles while raising the limits of combat gameplay. We also hope to bring a fresh action gaming experience.
まあパソコンでやってるからあんまり関係ないけどね。
Modern urban elements with racial aesthetics to provide
すごいよね、この辺の設計とか。
that reflect real life to some extent. In the urban design of the game, we incorporate many elements that evoke memories of the city life. We including familiar sights.
この辺がレトロな感じなんだろうな。
Growing up, such as arcades, video stores, and city shops. Therefore, even though Zenless Zone Zero is a fictional world, player can still find a sense of nostalgia within it. Since the open beta launch, we've been actively gathering and analyzing player feedback, refining our gameplay mechanics.
いや、実際問題マジですごい改良はなされてる。最初に比べると、最初から本当にすごいと思ったのに、それすら超えてきたからな。きた。いろいろあったな、本当に。あった。120個。はい。 ビクトリアカフェ、治安官、はい、フォローロッカー、はいはいはい。いやいつ見てもマジで全ゼロ全てがいいんだよな。デザインも音も。
Hello, I'm Y from the Zenless Zone Zero dev team. For a long time, humanity has been fighting against the natural disaster known as the Hollow. They appear out of the blue, expanding and swelling everything called within. The Hollows house not only a maze-like structure, but also dangerous monsters known as
空間がいびつにつながり、
the very survival of
エーテリアスがいて、
However, the development of new aerodomes
そう、
for the burst of
フォ
new
ローから取れるエ
technology
ーテ
to
ルを
utilize
利用
resources
した
from
な。
the Hollows,
はいはいはい。
gradually transforming it into the
奇跡
miracle
の
city
都
of
市、
today.
新エ
People
リート。
from all walks of life, gathering new aerodome, looking to challenge the Hollows to fulfill their own goals. And our role in this story is that of the closest collaborators of these Hollow explorers, the ones who can safely guide them in navigating the Hollows, otherwise known as proxies. Rather than having players directly save the world, we want to focus on the routine city life and the story of those ordinary citizens caught up in a post-apocalyptic world. In this world that doesn't distinguish absolute good and evil, we hope to explore the value of the common citizen from their various stories, invoking a cozy and down-to-earth vibe. The areas we encounter throughout this journey each have their unique charm. For example, the atmosphere of 6th Street feels extremely homey and friendly, focusing on its residents' close-knit relationships. Here, we can enjoy a cup of coffee, spend some time with different agents, play video games, or just enjoy a lazy afternoon. On the other hand, the people of the barren outreach are more unrestrained, staying true to their unique way of life. A great example of that would be the sounds of Caledon, cruising freely through the outer ring on their motorcycles and big rigs. Season 2 of our story will take place in Wi-Fi Peninsula, a region that's in stark contrast to the desolate outer ring. The people here live simple yet hardworking lives, contributing to its laid-back atmosphere. Though fairly ordinary, Wi-Fi Peninsula is rich in natural resources, which has attracted the attention of many factions, lurking and plotting behind the seemingly peaceful facade. In the new chapter, urban life and hollow exploration will be more closely intertwined, leading to a more tightly woven narrative. Our protagonists will not only have to face the hollow disaster, but also get caught up in the conflict between various factions, allowing players to face a variety of situations, one challenge another. In terms of character design, Zenless Zone Zero features all sorts of characters living in harmony in this fantastical world. As such, we conceptualized a few different races to make our characters more unique and vibrant. We also often try to come up with fresh and impactful character designs that players never seen, such as Ellen and Lycan from Victoria Housekeeping. By incorporating familiar elements such as sharks and wolves in our siren designs, we can make our characters more distinctive and establish their faction visual synergy through their costume design. This ensures that the aesthetics of our characters remain easily identifiable without being disorganized, to the point where they can be recognized even by their silhouettes. These distinct character designs are only a part of Zenless Zone Zero's unique style. As an avid action game player and fan, and not opposed to action games that have a steeper learning curve and complicated execution, but in my opinion, fun that hinge on complexity, a simple design can also stand out just as much.
戦闘システムは素晴らしいですよ。
in how we approach our battle design, which is to provide an exciting battle experience for our
最
players
初から戦
without
闘だけ
making
は
it too
本当に
complicated.
素晴らしかったか
We
らな
firmly believe that even simple mechanics can lead to thrilling and intense battles, giving rise to the combat system that you see today. In terms of offense, we've incorporated the chain attack system. While attacking enemies, agents will also inflict daze, which will cause them to be stunned once the amount of daze reaches a threshold, making them more vulnerable. In this state, players can unleash chain attacks to coordinate with the various agents in their squad, dishing out flashy combos. When it comes to defense,
はいはい
we've
はい
also designed a
そう
perfect assist
パリパリ
mechanic,
パリ
which can be understood as a parry. Upon seeing a yellow flash, players can instantly switch to another agent,
あれなマ
triggering
ジで
their perfect assist and
ここの戦
following
闘
up
で一気に
with
持
an
ってかれた
attack.
感あるよな
This elevates the visuals and the satisfaction of both
マジ
offense.
でここは
After
そ
all, we feel that rather than just focusing on a single character, would it be better to allow other characters and skills to share the spotlight too? Following that, we'll slowly polish the details down to each frame, ensuring a punchy, impactful feel in every hit, and achieving a high speed and gratifying
Hi, hi,
combat
hi.
experience. After all, our players' experience can be measured in frames, and it is precisely the balance of combat mechanics, visual and audio experience as a result of the gameplay mechanics and performance that gives Zenless Zone Zero its competitive edge.
ああこうやって
In
作ら
most
れてんだ
situations, our players can experience this even without
そう
overcomplicated
そこなんだよ
controls.
な一番
However,
大事なの
this does not mean that
ボタン
our
が
gameplay lacks challenge.
押すボタンが少ないんだよ
But
マジで
rather,
実
we've
際
designed the initial learning curve to be gentle. As players slowly get used to the controls and the gameplay mechanics, more playstyles will be available to provide a multitude of combat experiences. For example, players can challenge stages in the simulator battle trial, pitting themselves against strong enemies to advance to higher levels. In this game mode, not only are the bosses much tougher, the SFX will also reduce the assistance provided, such as the previously mentioned yellow flash
そうなんよな
to
見えな
provide
く
a
なるんよな
greater challenge for players. We have also introduced new boss mechanics for these stages. For example, two of the earliest bosses encountered, the Dead End Butcher and Twin Dancers, will be equipped with
あ
more
そうそうそう
aggressive
変わる
mechanics
変わるん
for
よ
these
そうそう
challenges.
そう
Of course, when players manage to overcome these mechanics, they will be rewarded in kind, granting them in a window to deal damage and rack up higher scores. In extreme cases, players might even need to make a good use of the invulnerability provided by dodging along with the synergistic mechanics
まあ
of
パリ
certain
だけじゃない
agents, and more to be able to clear the stage.
そう使う
Of
ボタ
course,
ンが
the prerequisite for this is
回
that
避
players
回避の
will need
右
to
クリ
have
と
an in-depth
スペースと
understanding
E
of
ボ
the
タンと
various
WSD だけでいいんだもんな
Investing time and effort to practice is undoubtedly the most important factor in improving a player's combat skills. Players can also make use of the free training mode to try out the combat effectiveness of different agents combinations,
おお出た
reinforcing their own
連携攻撃
understanding
パだ
of team building. Upon gaining a deeper understanding of their agent's skills and mechanics, player can also try strengthening different skill modules through our in-game roguelike gameplay, discovering new player styles on familiar agents. All in all,
あ全然ゼロ
the
5フォローの
combat
付け替え
system
の
of
話か
Zenless Zone Zero strives to meet the player's expectation of how an action game should be.
ちなみにそう俺は下回ったことないんだよなそんなに
Other than combat, immersing yourself in the bustling metropolitan city is another key component of the game. Of course, the extent of such immersion is highly dependent on how much the players are willing to live in the story and the characters they
で
think,
と
down to the smallest details. Thus, the agent's city interactions become an important part of establishing the sense of authenticity
エー
and
ジェント
realism.
とデートできま
What's
すいいですよ
different
ね
from
マ
combat
ジで
stages is that the interactions with agents outside of battle emphasizes their daily routine and a sense of companionship. After all, they do have their own lives in New Eridu, outside of the hollows, running all around the city, having papa, buying flowers, or even watching a movie. Players can build up their relationships with these agents through understanding the different aspects of them and their lives. As the story progresses, players can also get to understand and appreciate the various factions and the things they get up to through in-game events. For example, with an Outer Ring restaurant as an focal point, the Overlord Feasting event showcases the lives of the Outer Ring agents and their interesting encounters. Other than the agents themselves, designing a cityscape also requires a ton of details to make it as realistic as possible. Take the arcade on 6th Street, for example. Not only can players play games on their own, they can also invite friends to pop and experience the joys of arcade games like Snake Duel and the Bazaar. This feature has received positive feedback from many players. In the future, we'll continue to enrich the arcade scene. There's no better way to take it easy on the street of New Eridu than to slow down for a game at the arcade. The ability to provide players with an immersive city experience in Zenless Zone Zero has always been an important benchmark of our team's effort. The theme, story, and the characters all work in tandem to contribute to the overall design and the style of the game. While creating our characters, we hope that they can resonate with players emotionally, and that their appearance and interactions remain natural within this virtual fictional world. With these details in mind, the characters will naturally seem more believable and relatable. And that also contributes significantly to the atmosphere of Zenless Zone Zero.
来た、Xbox 用の最適化ね。
Optimizations to the game in consideration of its release on the Xbox platform this coming June. Thanks to the increase in GPU processing power of the Xbox Series X and S, players can experience enhanced visuals and a more stable frame rate while playing Zenless Zone Zero. With the quick resume function on the Xbox, players can seamlessly toggle back and forth between other games without having to suffer through the loading screen every time. In terms of visuals, Zenless Zone Zero has also been optimized, featuring hardware accelerated ray tracing and HDR to deliver higher fidelity and more vibrant visuals. For instance, with ray tracing rendering of indirect lighting, the visual performance of glossy or metallic surfaces will be significantly boosted on the Xbox version. This also resolves the issue of off-screen reflection, such as mirrored surfaces, water surfaces, puddles of water, or even metallic and shiny surfaces that traditionally rasterizes faces. Zenless Zone Zero supports both 4K resolution and a 60 FPS frame rate. For a smooth gaming experience, a stable frame rate will definitely allow fans of challenging action games to play to their full potential. Other than the marked improvements to Zenless Zone Zero's graphics and performance, we would also like to highlight the game's compatibility to the Xbox's precision controllers, thanks to the stellar vibration capabilities of the Xbox controller. Players can now experience the immersive sensations of landing hits during combat. Moreover, we have configured different vibration settings for different combat actions or situations. For example, the vibration feedback for basic attacks differs from that for special. Even pulling an S-rank agent feels different. With improved functional and graphics performance, a customized controller experience, and all new content that will launch in version 2.0. We believe that players can elevate their Zenless Zone Zero experience when fighting alongside their favorite agents. Zenless Zone Zero on the Xbox also supports data sharing between platforms with unrestricted server selection. This means that players do not need to worry about server or regional restrictions and can freely select the server they want to play on. Veteran players can also link their accounts from other platforms, ensuring a convenient and seamless transition to the Xbox. Zenless Zone Zero also supports Xbox Cloud Gaming, allowing Game Pass ultimates players to seamlessly enjoy the game.
すげえ、そらすげえな。
With
頑張ってんだな
Xbox
Xbox。
players can experience the game in 1080p and 60 FPS on their mobile devices. With realistic lighting effects and haptic controller feedback, players can conveniently enjoy the audio-visual that is then left on
ネットに
their
さえつなげられればできるの
中止
か。
分外で強制フォローが突如発生。フォロー調査協会が緊急対応に当たっており、中止分外に近づかないようお願いし
11
ます。
号とトリガーだ。重視分外。あ、はい、ちょっとやな、面々。はいはいはい。あ、みんな来た。おー、CM か、これ。
My aim is sharp and I'm right where I belong. My enemies on the run, never tap out. Watch as they react from a great fast out the gate, like I'm out the gun. I am focused and I'll keep fighting till the battle is won. So pass the message, I am built for this. I am made for this. I am ready for this. You're not better than this. I am building a legacy that they will never forget. I'm rewriting the game and I'll never quit. And I'm fighting my Zen while I fight to the end. They say if you can't beat them, join them. Everybody
兄弟パーティーだ。
No, I won't be stopped, yeah, I'ma keep winning. I'm undefeated. I won't be stopped, no, I won't be stopped, yeah, I'ma keep winning. I'm undefeated.
おー、すげえ。あ、来た来た来た来た。これか。胸でっか。
Now we are about to back to this brand new chapter as
ごめん。
Zero version
第一声があれでごめん。でっ
officially launches on Xbox platform
でっ
this June.
か。
At the same time, we also created many exciting rewards and content for our players in version 2.0. You can add it to your wishlist right now. Over the past year, we have been active
イーシェンさん胸でっかかったな今。
feedback. Whether it's
巨乳好きいるだろう開発陣に。
At the same time, we want to stay true to the core of Xenoblade Zero, what makes the game unique, while making meaningful enhancements that reflect players' feedback with every update. So we would like to extend a warm invitation to new fans who have yet to experience Xenoblade Zero and enjoy the stylish art, music, and combat gameplay that makes the game so unique and appealing. Xenoblade Zero is a game that strives for constant improvement and we will continue to innovate and optimize.
実際すごい進んでる。
We are truly grateful for
よくこんなに改善できるもんだなと思いながら。
We invite all Xbox fans to try Xenoblade Zero and also
でもそれって元がそこまでひどかったっていう話ではなくて向上心があるって話なんだよな。
So stay tuned.
おー。あ、終わっちゃった。終わっちゃった。まあ、Xbox のスポットライトだったからこんなもんかなとは思ってたけど。まあ、特にあれはなかったな。ちょっと待って、でも、一瞬気になるやつあったわ。胸でっかくなかった。終わってんな、人として。
graphics.
Be stopped, yeah, I'ma keep winning. I'm undefeated.
でっかでっかでっかまあだから本当は本当はって言ったらあれだけどまあもともと1時間の番組だからねまあ30分30分でこんなものだろうとは思ってたけどこんなでかかったっけそんなイメージなかったんだけど、そんなでかかったっけうんなぁ。 やばい、下手くそ。やばい、下手くそだわ、マジで。これな、でっかむね。こんな下品なことでしか言えなくてすまん。でっか。はい。この配信で分かったこと。イーシェンの胸はでかい。でっか。おい、下手したら1、2を争うくらいでかいんじゃないか。
配置につきました。勝利は勇者のもとに。つまり俺様だ。
勝ったらあんたこれは論がいい。
私は
でかいのってリナとか
2匹わさび接します。
柳とか、いやみんな全体的にでかいんだけど、特にでかいイメージがあるのってこの辺なんだよな。はい、まあ特に新情報はなかったけど、分かった。でも胸はでかい。これだもんな。まあというわけでサクッと終わりですわ。はい、というわけで、ご視聴ありがとうございました。チャンネル登録、高評価、X のフォローは概要欄からお願いします。それじゃあまたね。はい、それじゃあ、また次回の配信でお会いしましょう。またね、バイバイ。ひどいな、マジで。いや、でも、でかいよな。まあ、特に情報はなかったか。それだけ残念だな。収穫か、でも収穫かな、胸がでかいのは。俺は別に巨乳も貧乳もいけるから、あれなんだけど。